Hey guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys, I know that we did a video earlier about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and these leaked messages that were from Lisa Rinna talking about taking Kathy Hilton out of the show, making sure that she had no place on the show because she slammed her as homophobic and racist. I mean, the messages were beyond. But now she's posting receipts of a reaction to Harry texting Sutton, as Sutton is now slamming the actor's messages as weird. And Garcelle is suspecting kind of what we've all suspected, that Lisa may have wrote the text. So we're going to break into this. But before we do, you know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Lisa Rinna is providing receipts to prove that her husband, Harry Hamlin, reached out to Sutton Stracke in an effort to have her stop suggesting that the two of them had failed to thank her for inviting them to Elton John's Oscar party in 2019. I am so sick of hearing about the Elton John Oscar party drama already on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We're only 2 episodes in. If this continues, it's like, what are we doing? I can't, no more. I mean, some of these storylines on the Real Housewives, they get so dragged out for so long that it's like, no more. We're done. In a series of screenshots shared to her Instagram story over the weekend, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member was seen texting about the topic of Harry's text as she reacted to Harry's WTF moment and seemingly confirmed that Sutton never responded to her husband's message. In a group message with 2 other people, one of whom was behind the screenshots, Lisa told a woman named Monique that Harry had reached out to Sutton. How did that start? Monique replied. And Lisa explained, he wanted to send her a text, so I gave him her number. And confirming that Harry actually asked Sutton, WTF, meaning what the, right? Lisa then told Monique that Sutton hasn't responded, which likely meant hasn't, she put has T responded, which likely meant hasn't responded, and texted, had he said time to stop. Those are the moments I remember, Lisa added to this conversation. Oh, why are we going in on this again? Lisa's just like, you know what? I'm going to be vindicated in this situation, and I'm going to make Sutton look as bad as possible. Don't come for me, because if you start something, I'm going to carry this all the way out. Whoop. Okay. While Lisa captioned her post receipts, not many felt that she provided, what she provided were actually receipts. Instead, they begged for a screenshot of Harry's text and questioned what her own messages proved. In a never-before-seen clip from last week's episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Sutton was seen discussing Harry's text message with co-star Garcelle Beauvais. I got a text saying, "This is Harry Hamlin, WTF," she revealed. And Garcelle was like, what? Yeah. In addition to expressing the shock to Sutton, Garcelle also addressed the issue in a confessional, making it clear that she did not believe Harry was behind the message. Harry is not writing WTF. He's not even on the internet, is he? And this is what Garcelle asked. Then back in the scene with Sutton, Garcelle said, the number was a number you don't know, obviously. First of all, I don't text other friends' husbands, so why are they texting me? That's weird, Sutton said, because this is a Sutton and Lisa issue. And we've seen this multiple times on the Real Housewives franchises where when the husbands get involved, it gets a little bit cringy for everyone because it makes the women feel uncomfortable. So we've seen it with Peter and Nene on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We've seen it with Michael Darby on the Real Housewives of Potomac. The Real Housewives of New York, none of them have husbands. And that's no shade, it's just they don't. We've also seen it on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with PK and Erica. We've seen it on the Real Housewives of Orange County. I mean, we've seen this numerous times, and it doesn't make it any better to watch. It actually just makes it cringe and kind of unbearable. That's not from Harry Hamlin. I'm sorry, that's not from Harry. Garcelle told her castmate, I don't know, but my spidey sense, and I've been in a Marvel movie. I can say that I can't imagine that Harry would write something like that. As for who Garcelle did feel wrote the message, she said in the confessional that she believes Rinna wrote that text. I mean, is she wrong? I kind of believe that Rinna might have wrote the text too. I don't see Harry Hamlin being like, hey, Sutton, this is Harry Hamlin, WTF. Boom. I don't think I'm not buying it. I don't feel like that was a message from him. While Sutton also claimed that she had invited Lisa and Harry to sit at her table at the Oscar party and even read off emails during the premiere in which she offered up her Amex to pay for the tickets, Lisa has since provided her own receipts, which revealed she and Harry were actually guests of IMDb. After those receipts were posted, I feel like we could have just taken that moment and we could have just deaded it. We could be done. Let's wipe our hands. This is not the drama that we want on the show. It's not even that big of a deal. If anything, I hope, Elton John, the charity that he has attached to his Oscar party, maybe it's put it even more on the map, because maybe some Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or Bravo fans weren't privy to the fact that he even had this charity. So maybe they'll go donate now, So let's see if we can take a positive out of a negative. But aside from that, this is like the catering saga on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We don't need the Angie Harrington, Lisa Barlow drama for more than 1 or 2 episodes. It's been talked about now twice. I'm sure it's going to be talked about in the 3rd episode. If it carries on into the 4th, I'm good with it. I'm good. I don't want to hear anything more about it. Now, Lisa Rinna has been on sort of a rant lately with posting different messages or having messages leaked. I'm not saying they're necessarily coming from Lisa Rinna, but I do have my own suspicions that if they do involve her, I think that Lisa Rinna is a very smart woman and she knows who she's messaging, and she's not going to just like go on this rant about Kathy Hilton to a friend who she feels like is going to post the messages. I think that she's smarter than that. So if there were leaked messages or leaked receipts, I'm pretty sure in my mind, I feel as though that Lisa Rinna would be responsible for that. Again, not confirming that she is. I didn't say that, Lisa Rinna. I'm saying that it's a little suspicious if messages are coming out and they have to do with you, and it's coming from, messages that you allegedly wrote, and all of a sudden they're leaked out there to the press. Lisa has been responsible for leaking a lot of receipts in the past, and she owns it. So now it's only natural that I think that, we would assume it would be coming from her as well. Guys, I don't want to just give you this information and not ask your opinion. So what are your thoughts about all of this in this text message from Harry Hamlin, allegedly to Sutton Stracke? Do you think it came from Harry, or do you think it was actually Lisa Rinna, because that's what Garcelle thinks, who sent the text? I know you guys have all the unfiltered opinions, and that's exactly what I'm asking for. So go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.